L-E-H-R-E. Let's go for attempt number 2. Reagan.
There was a crack, a thud, and then an ow. On a summer Saturday, smack dab in the middle of tree climbing season, my best friend, ShoeBox Billy, dropped like a redhead, freckle-faced rock, 6 feet from our treehouse, flat on his back, looking up. Not at me. Beyond me, at something greater. The next words out of his mouth created a neighborhood legend. I need to fix that. Then he stuck out his foot. Because in our neighborhood, we didn't say we were okay by giving a high five. We gave the low toe. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and any of you who've ever scraped a knee to chase a dream. ShoeBox Billy would ask you, what would it take you to believe that anything is possible? Because ShoeBox Billy didn't believe that anything was possible. Billy proved it. He was called ShoeBox Billy because he would take your problems in life and solve them by placing regular common household items in a shoebox. And then he'd make you power that shoebox machine with your belief. And you know what? They worked. With a shoebox, Billy kept monsters from underneath Daryl's bed. With a shoebox, Billy stopped Steve from catching cooties. Every kid in the neighborhood believed in their shoebox. They were like a bank for our dreams, and Billy had the best interest rate in town. After his fall, Billy carried a shoebox. He said, "Ray, it's my best one yet. Look, inside the shoebox, there were sponges, rubber bands, and pineapple upside down cake." And he said, "It's a gravity machine. No more falling out of trees." And you know what? It worked. Billy put the shoebox at the base of the tree, scampered up, and closed his eyes, and started swinging from limb to limb around the tree, circling it twice. At age 7, that was scientific proof. We never fell out of another tree, ever. Then, Billy disappeared. For weeks, no one knew where Billy was. I heard a couple of teachers talking, and they said that he had caught something called lymphoma. I remember racing home. Mom, what's lymphoma? I was excited because if Billy caught something, it had to be terrific. My mom cried. She said Billy would lose all his hair and get really skinny. And then she tried to tell me what cancer was. But there was a knock on the door. It was Steve and Daryl. Steve was crying. Daryl looked angry. Daryl turned his anger into resolve and said, "Get a shoebox. We need to fix this." And out the door we went to build our lymphoma-curing shoebox machine. Mom always said that the problem with skinny people was they didn't eat enough chocolate. So we took 17 pieces of chocolate and put it in the box. Well, it was 20, but we got a little hungry. Down to Bob's barbershop. Barber Bob, you need to shave our head and give us the hair. We're going to use that to cure Billy of lymphoma. We all felt Bob's tears hit our arms as he worked that day. But we left completely bald, carrying a bag full of hair. I didn't know at the time it would be permanent. Next, a rock. We painted it green until it glowed like kryptonite. Because that could stop Superman, meaning lymphoma had no chance. Chocolate, hair, kryptonite, and belief. Billy's cure was ready. 3 bubbly, bald-headed boys bounced into Billy's hospital room. We hardly recognized him. His eyes were empty, face drawn. There were trails of dried tears dripping down his face. We handed him the shoebox. He took it and looked confused. But then the corners of his mouth started turning up, and the smile got bigger, and it went up past his ears and into his eyes, and pretty soon Billy was beaming. But more importantly, from underneath his sheet, out came his foot to give us the low toe. Billy had taken our shoebox and filled it with his belief. We were the only 4 people on the planet that knew Billy would be okay. Doctors called his recovery a miracle. Billy calls it scientific proof of belief. Today, Billy makes shoebox for the world. He's an executive with Nike. And if he were here, he'd ask you this. Do you have trees left to climb? Wrongs you need to face? If so, then what belongs in your shoebox? Answer that, and life will give you the low toe. Madam Toastmaster.